Hey, getaway, Alex here. In this video, let me show you how the embarkation on the cruise ship right here in Lisbon can happen. Also the debarkation. So you either embarking here in Lisbon, I'm going to show you the terminal and the surroundings, or you debarking. That's going to be useful video for you right there. So stay tuned. I'm just going to be show you around, give you some tips and tricks.
I will also explain you how to get here to the terminal. Spoiler, it's very easy.
And why should you trust me? Because I'm working already so many years at sea, either in sales or in entertainment, currently as a cruise director right here. I want to share some tips and tricks. So again, it can be useful. You can take the most out of your visit of beautiful Lisbon if you're joining from Lisbon or you living from Lisbon. So let's cover the debark and embark.
And the long story short, why I found myself in the middle of my vacation in front of the terminal, in front of the ship, because
I'm going to be visiting this beautiful ship as a visitor to see my lovely friends there and do a little bit of a preparation to my joining. I'm going to be joining the ship in one cruise in 10 days, but right now I'm going to go walk around. If you're up to this experience, let's go. And that's how beautiful and gorgeous this ship looks like. As you see, there's operation going on, a lot of storing and stuff. By the way, here in Lisbon, very convenient. Here is the ship. Basically, there's another ship right there. And this is the downtown. So you just basically walk off and you're going to find yourself in a beautiful Lisbon where all the attractions are already waiting for you. That's when if you are traveling to Lisbon, of course, and if this is your embarkation port. But can it be anything? Well, I'm lucky enough to join here, as I said before, in 10 days. So nice. The ship is here, the terminal is here, and the Lisbon is just right here. Wow. So also, let me show you how everything works here. If you're arriving to the terminal here in Lisbon, what to expect, what to see. So a couple of tips for those of you who are joining the ship. As you see, there's an example. One bus arrived, and this is the terminal. You see the ship is just right behind. Well, there's two ships actually. So this is the terminal. This is how fancy it looks like. So the entrance is on that side, the first floor. Then you're gonna go up. The exit gonna be on the first floor, but you're gonna go down and you exit here. That's the exit. So usually, once again, the main ship gonna be there, and that's the second spot right here. And then once again you arrive, you're either gonna be dropped off here by the taxi or the bus or whatever transportation you are using. However, right here, also very easy. This is the bus station, the bus stop. I mean, not station, the bus stop just right here. And this is a very busy road, so it's so many ways to get here. You can get an Uber, a local bus, or whatever if you're traveling light, and you're gonna be in front of the terminal. So this is the entrance a little bit closer. Once again, you can enter. Depends on the ship, probably. Sometimes they're gonna use floor number 1 or floor number 2, and they're gonna send you to the ship. As of now, for example, they're embarking Norwegian Star. They are using this like a ramp, which corresponds to second floor here in the terminal.
and this is the exit from the terminal and the view to famous Alfama.
And if you have some time to explore, basically look in front of the terminal, your ship, your terminal, this is already the city right here. So the downtown gonna be right there, basically 10 minutes walk, but you're already gonna be among the beautiful scenery. And if you want to see the place from the top, you're just gonna go up there, and view from there is amazing. However, Lisbon is a hilly place, so it goes up and down. Keep that in mind. Think about it, yeah? I'm telling you this as a pretty fit man, you know? Of course, I'm not the sportsman, but hey, let me tell you, most of the time, I need to catch some breath when I'm just moving just on the random streets of Lisbon. So keep that in mind. Yes, the downtown is just right there, or the uptown is actually just right there, but it's very hilly. However, you can find already right here in a very close proximity, in 5 minutes walk, just across the street, there's already a couple of museums, there's coffee shops. Everything is actually can be found on at this level, especially if you're gonna go there downtown. This is the main square right there, in about 10 minutes walk. That place is flat, and again, everything is just right in front of the terminal. So once you are arriving here as a guest, as a passenger, you have some idea in which surrounding you're gonna find yourself. So let me show you from this angle how the surrounding looks like. So you see here, there's a bus stop. The Uber can drop you off here. However, they can enter a little bit further right there and drop you right in front, like where this car is, right in front of the entrance, which is on the right-hand side of this beautiful terminal building. Well, relatively beautiful. If you're up to this minimalism, you're gonna appreciate it. And usually the spot number one for the ship is just right here. Downtown, gonna be in that direction. In about 10 minutes, you're gonna be there. 10 minutes walk. However, once again, everything in close proximity can be found behind those few, like just cross the street, and there's already going to be some shops and stuff, and coffee shops and souvenir stores and blah, blah, blah. So again, this is the terminal. You see that's the ramp just right there. Let me make it a little bit closer. The ramp, and somewhere midship, just right there. Well, if you're talking in particular about the Norwegian Star, that's going to be the entrance. It's going to be on the level, I believe it's deck 7, maybe deck 6, not sure. I think deck 7 right there. So you're going to find yourself, if we're talking about this particular ship and this particular setup, then you're going to find yourself basically in the atrium. And in terms of a tour, I'm not going to show you the tour of the Norwegian Star in this particular video. You can check it out in a separate video. In that video, I also visited the Norwegian Star when I was on the work break, and it was in beautiful Buenos Aires. I was showing you how to get to the cruise terminal, to the cruise ship from the city of Buenos Aires. And that video includes the tour on the Norwegian Star. So again, this is just an example how one of the streets, this is the main square right there. You can dive in one of those streets or take one of those tuk-tuks. You see, they're very accessible and they can drive you around. But right there's already plenty coffee shops and stuff. Or you just can walk that direction towards the main square. By the way, don't be confused if you're approaching, for example, from that direction, from the central part. If you're approaching the ship, you see there's going to be another little building that looks like a terminal, but it's not the terminal yet. It says Grupo Souza. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like some sort of building that's still under construction. So you're just gonna pass through it, and right there in 100 meters, I don't know, 50 feet, whatever, just right there, there's another building. That's the one you're looking for. That's the entrance to, that's the terminal, and that's the main entrance. And the bow of the ship is gonna be already visible here. But again, you need to go basically towards the back of the ship, if that makes sense. Then you're gonna go up through the ramp and then make your way to the actual ship. Or you can go that direction if your ship is actually right there. Again, the surrounding, just to show you again, terminal right there, this weird building, whatever it is, and the ship number 1, and right there, ship number 2. But all the embarkation happening through this terminal. On the right, there's a entrance. Also, if you have time to get off after you embark, make sure that you walk towards the embankment. Again, one of the options to go up here, a little bit up, and explore this famous area right there. From there, from one hill or 2 hills, actually, you can get a nice view of the ship. Or if you're gonna go along this embankment, you'll see this beauty. First of all, picture, a nice picture of the ship, especially in the afternoon because the sun is there. And talking about this direction, you see you're also gonna be very close to the price redeemer. And then your ship probably gonna be doing, well, not probably, for sure. And then your ship on the way out gonna also go through the bridge right there. And this bridge is actually constructed by the same people who constructed the bridge in San Francisco. So you see this bridge right there? you're gonna move under this bridge, which is another exciting thing to do. And if you're gonna be disembarking here, you're gonna see very nice, stunning bridge views, but you need to wake up very early probably to see the bridge. And under the bridge, and actually the way how you're approaching the Lisbon, you'll see very nice, stunning, picturesque views right there, because you're going to be passing the central part first before docking right here, because this is actually not a sea. It's like a delta of the river, or the Gulf if you wish. It's the continuation of the river right there, and right there, that's where the sea, you need to pass through the bridge, and then you're going to be at sea basically. But this is the delta of the river. Also, another tip for you, you see the ship is still visible right here, and I'm standing in front of other building. This is the metro station right here, the nearest one to the ship. So again, if you're traveling light, you easily can get here from the airport via metro or the subway, the underground, whatever, and just walk towards your ship right there. Again, if you're traveling light, or if you fit with not a big luggage, not a huge suitcases, consider that it can be super budget-friendly option for you. The name of the place, Torreiro do Pacho, I believe. Anyway, this is the nearest one, the nearest metro station. There is another one right there, but the terminal is actually kind of in between them. So I would say getting off at this one gonna save you the time, because then you're gonna need to go further there, pass through the cruise terminal, and then go back. So I would recommend you, if you're getting here via metro, via underground, to get off at this one. Let me get closer so I'll show it to you. So you see that's this building. This is the metro, and right there at the background, you can see the ship just right there. So get more visual. You see, this is where the port terminal, right here. And that's where we are right now. You get off here, you walk here, because if you're from the airport, for example, you're taking the metro and you're getting into here, you decided, oh, I'm gonna go to Santa Apolinaria, which is maybe gonna show you as the nearest option. Then look, you're gonna pass through this one, you're gonna go here, and then you need to go back halfway. So better get off here, so you need to do your halfway just right here to be at the terminal. And this is the main square. That's the main square right there. And right there, that's the ship. By the way, this place is also a river cruise destination. As I said, this is a river. And right here, you can even grab the boat that's going to bring you to the other side, in case you want to see there Christ the Redeemer. Yeah. Again, the ship right there, the metro station, and the very central, the very, very, very downtownish, centrish part of Lisbon, the main square, just right here. Anyway, I hope it was a useful video right there. I don't want to make this one too long. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing to this channel, like, comment, all that jazz that helps small content creator like me, or a small channel content creator like me, which hopefully going to be very, very popular with your help in the future. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Hey, get away.